It's the Defyant Ones right now. We got Matt Vandagrifff. How you doing, man?
I am beat up.
Yeah.
I'm sore, but I'm happy to be here.
This is your first time at Defy, right?
It is. And first time in Defy, first time in Washington Hall.
Is this your first time at Washington, period?
No, I have been here before.
Okay.
I've done some other shows.
Yeah, other places.
Like right before the pandemic.
Okay.
And all that stuff happened. But a crowd like tonight is just insane.
Yeah. So tell me about that, man. Tell me about, are you familiar with Defy before wrestling
yeah,
here?
I was very familiar with Defy. As we talked before, I know a lot of people from up here, and then just following them through social media, just seeing how it's just it's a cool place to be.
Yeah.
And that's not just from clips. Being here and feeling it, it's really just a cool place to be.
Well, now you're Defy official. You see the t-shirt,
Yes.
man. So that's awesome, man. So, let's get the story, dude. The backstory. So you live in Vegas right now.
Currently, yes.
Is that where you were born?
No, I was born in California.
Cool.
A small town called Oakdale. Best way to put it is hour and a half inward from San Francisco.
Okay.
Hour and a half from Sacramento type of stuff.
All right.
Country town. Been watching wrestling since I was little.
Yeah, what was your first memory that you can think back to?
First
Undertaker
memory,
or something?
First memory, don't even know why we ordered the pay-per-view. My dad was obviously a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But without Peacock and the network, my first real memory always comes to me as Edge spearing Mick Foley through the flaming table.
Oh, that's a memory. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything else about that WrestleMania unless I watched it back.
Sure.
But that's just always stuck out to me. And then I don't remember anything else until I got fully into it. I believe it was the same year. Edge displays the Rated R title, and then Jeff Hardy comes out, and then I was just, as soon as Jeff Hardy came out, I was hooked.
Okay.
The reason I got the tattoo.
So you got the Jeff Hardy, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about your tattoos in a little bit, but so when you were a kid, were you obsessed? Did you get the figures, the video games?
I still get the figures.
Okay, cool.
Not so much video games right now, just because consoles are really expensive.
Sure. Oh yeah.
My roommates have them and all that stuff, so sometimes when we have time, we'll play them and all that stuff.
But you still get the figures?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so what's your last figure you got that you're really stoked on? Is it just one company you collect, or you collect all?
Right now, I just have WWE figures. There are a few, haven't gotten it yet, but I want to get the Jeff Hardy one.
Oh,
from
yeah?
AEW. That just looks great, especially the face paint, the tattoos, the chair,
Yeah.
But I think the last one, I feel like I just got one recently too. Because I usually open them. I like opening them. But the last few I've gotten, I haven't opened.
Okay.
I got a Roman Reigns with the blue title, because I only had a Shield Roman Reigns. So
Sure.
I can't just have a Shield Roman Reigns. I have 7 Seth Rollinses, so I can't just have one Roman Reigns. But I think what's one of the latest ones was that one, and then I know there's one I just got. I just can't remember what it was.
When you go to the store, you always go through the aisle, right?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if you're gonna buy
Oh,
one,
yeah. Sometimes when I do shows out of town and stuff, if I have time, I'll stop at a Target just to see what they got. Sometimes you come back with one and sometimes you don't.
What's a grail? One that if you got, a good paycheck and you're I can buy one figure that I've always wanted. Is there one that you want in your collection?
I've yet to get one just because I don't get a lot, but I want to get the Demon Finn. I need a Finn Balor.
Yeah.
But the Demon one's always one I've wanted to get. I feel like there's some more they're coming out with. Anything Jeff Hardy.
Sure.
Or Seth Rollins. I have the Seth Rollins and the white gear from SummerSlam back in the day. The Shield. I have 8 different Seth Rollins. I have the Mysterio Seth Rollins that he wore against Ray. I think it was the Extreme Rules one or something like that.
Wow. You got to talk to Sebastian Wolf.
Okay.
He is a big collector too, so I feel like you guys could just riff for hours on wrestling figures. So that's awesome.
Then they're remaking some. I have the CM Punk Money in the Bank figure, and they're remaking that one now. So it's I kind of want to get it again. Stuff like that.
Okay.
It's I like wrestling figures. I don't care what anyone says
embrace your nerdy side.
Yeah, wrestling's my nerdy side. So
I'm a t-shirt collector. I collect records. I collect some toys. Just embrace let's get weird. So, did you backyard wrestle as a kid?
Of course.
Okay, nice. What was your name?
I just use my name. I mean, my buddies would be oh, today I'm this guy and you're this guy, and so just do their moves. Did the whole trampoline setup,
okay.
The Hardy Boys.
What was your company called?
OWE.
OWE?
Yeah.
What was that stood for?
think it was like the hometown, like Oakdale Wrestling.
Oakdale Wrestling
Yeah.
Entertainment. Okay,
I
nice.
made like a cardboard belt and everything. Like,
Nice. You got any clips?
probably somewhere on
Okay.
my like old computer.
All right, we'll have to look. We'll have to look.
Probably find it on YouTube somehow. I don't know.
So when did you get the bug to like actually start training, and who'd you train with?
So I looked into training. I didn't start training until I was 18, but I looked into training around like 8th grade, junior high, freshman year, just to kind of see what's around, because that's when I really started realizing like there's more than just like WWE and like TNA and stuff like that. So I started looking stuff up, and then Santino Brothers was always popping up.
Yeah.
So
That's where Brody King got to start.
yeah, that's where I met him. I met a lot of people from there. So about when I graduated in 2016, like a month later, moved down there, and then started from there, and then was there for about 3 years, and then eventually moved to Vegas in 2019, and then the whole world.
So when you moved to Vegas, you got started working with Simbodi.
Yeah, Simbodi. Around that same time, just things happen, and she is Zoe Stark on WWE, and then Jay Vidal. We all just somehow randomly moved there in the same month of September.
That's cool.
And then we all just clicked, and like we're all homies, and we'd all train together. We're still friends, like all that stuff. So it's been cool. Like,
That's awesome. So I like to visit Vegas. I've obviously never lived in Vegas. Is it a lot to live there, or is it pretty normal for a local?
so I don't do much.
Yeah.
Like I don't like going out.
That's what I heard. The locals, they don't really get
It's
into
like-
the whole nightlife.
I don't consider myself a local.
Okay.
Like, even when I moved out there, I didn't go out. Like, I don't care for gambling. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Like, I'm straight edge. So
Yeah.
it's like, that stuff doesn't bother me. 'Cause I knew some good people out there.
Yeah.
Simbodi, and then like some people I've wrestled, and I was like, it's a good place I need to change the scenery.
Yeah.
And just love to move again, but it's like everywhere's expensive.
Yeah.
Even Vegas is getting more expensive. But then it's like I have the LA dojo, the academy, like 4 hours away. So whenever I can go train there, I go train there.
So tell me about that. What's that experience like?
That
The New Japan LA dojo, by the way.
So I did the academy, the first academy class of 2023.
Yeah.
Which and that only thing I can say is that was just me betting on myself.
Yeah.
Like I was like I needed something different, and then I did the Kushida seminar like that January, and they kind of told us like, hey, like this is gonna be happening. We're gonna announce it soon. And then when they announced it, I was like, I knew people that I've wrestled, and I know, and like I know I can be on their level, and I know I'm on their level, like getting opportunities with them. I know I can do this.
Yeah.
So I bet on myself. I would drive back and forth throughout the week, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then ended up losing my job halfway through it, which was kind of a blessing because I didn't have to stress so much about
You can
driving back and
dedicate all your time to
I can
this.
dedicate all my time. I was booked enough to where I could do it.
Wow.
So, and then I had a whole bunch of people that I became friends with, and a whole bunch of people that I already knew
Yeah.
in advance that were doing it. So I was able to stay with them like on that Wednesday, so I wouldn't have to go back and forth or like buy a hotel and stuff like that. I met some cool people, and then I don't know if it was the betting on myself part, or they just liked me, or they liked what I was doing. They gave me an opportunity to start doing their shows. I've been doing their strong shows throughout America the past now year.
That's so cool.
Currently 6-0 undefeated in New Japan.
There you go.
Let's go. And then right now it's just I'm just riding it and just trying to climb higher and higher up that ladder.
So now that you're in the New Japan system, you work in New Japan in America. Is that a goal of yours to go over to Japan and wrestle for New Japan?
Yes.
I was just talking with Kevin Diers, and he's going over there for a month.
Yeah, I've talked to him about it, like how his experience has been over there. He said it's been nothing but like fantastic and like awesome. When I talk to Walker, the commentator, he's always like saying it's such a blast and such great culture over there and stuff like that. So I'm ready whenever you guys want to send me over there.
Right? That's awesome. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about your tattoos, man. So let's do a little tour of these. So obviously you got the Jeff Hardy inspired.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy inspired roots, and then I like to go hiking with friends, so I kind of just put like the trees and the moon and stuff in there. I believe in aliens. So I got this little like
The little
$40
alien. Show it to the camera. So you got that.
$40 walk-in tattoo
Okay.
at a place called Coolsville.
And you got the pumpkin.
I got a pumpkin
Coming up on Halloween.
Yeah, pumpkin with the 13. Halloween's one of my favorite
Nice.
holidays. My coach Simbodi actually did this one.
So he tattoos as well. That's so
Oh
cool.
yeah, he like goes to shops and like he does like kind of pop-up stuff
That's
here and there.
awesome.
He did this one and he did this one.
That's awesome.
And then I got Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay,
One of my favorite
yeah,
bands.
yeah.
So I was like, it's simple and it's. I've had people, you Bring Me the Horizon fans, like yeah, like, and then I have seen people with the same tattoo, and it's just like it's cool. It's like a good way to connect. I got a big one on my chest. It's like a clock that's broken up and stuff.
Beautiful.
That was the worst one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 4 hours of just
Pain.
yeah, but worth it.
So Bring Me the Horizon, a hard rock band.
Yeah.
When did you start getting into like underground music and music as a kid?
And
And what came first, wrestling or music?
Oh, wrestling.
Wrestling.
I think
Okay.
wrestling and music just kind of follows that. Like I don't play anything, but like I was like wrestling, and then I was like I think My Chemical Romance was like the first like band I got into, and then it just kind of sparked from there to like Fall Out Boy, and then it's like a little bit of heavier stuff and a little bit softer. Like just
Sure.
my music's all over the place now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If you could, if money was not an issue, and you were signed to a big company and they said pick a band to write a custom Matt Vandergriff theme song, who would it be?
Bring Me the Horizon or Motionless in White.
Oh, okay. So
Especially
we saw
after
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley.
Ripley,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty badass.
I have that song on repeat sometimes. It's just so good.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What are your goals on the next 2 to 3 years?
Hopefully a lot more stuff with New Japan.
Yeah.
Like not signed, but like as long as we can keep working something and like keep building and just go somewhere with what we're doing, I'm totally cool with that. I mean, we've all got goals, and right now that's my main goal, just moving up with New Japan.
That's awesome, man. Well, we'll see it, and you're welcome back here in Defy, man. What was it like with the Defiance, the Defy crowd?
Yo, they're assholes. They're like saying I'm cheating and stuff. Like
Okay.
I was just trying to win. There was no reason for them to boo me at all.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. My opponent started bleeding from the forehead. Like he should have been prepared for what I was bringing.
Amen.
Just saying.
They're passionate. They're passionate.
Yeah, they're dickheads.
My last question for you, man. Pick a scar on your body, if you can. Does not have to be wrestling related.
It's not.
Show the camera, if you can, and tell us the story of how you got the scar.
I'm gonna say this right here. I don't know if you can really see it anymore, to be honest. I don't think you can really see it anymore. I don't remember what side it's on. To be honest, I don't remember what side it's on, but there was like I fell down some like my trampoline. We had
Was it trampoline wrestling?
we weren't wrestling. It was like my dad's birthday, and a whole bunch of people were over. So like we had these like wooden steps with like this, like I don't know, something kind of like this that was
Okay.
like on it, so
Sure.
like it was slippery.
Yeah.
And then like I just like slipped and just like it looked like I had stitches. Like that's what this scratch looked like.
Yeah.
And it was just I don't remember what side it's on. I feel like it's this side, but I think it might have gone away by now. So that was like when I was like 8. But other than that, I don't have any like scars from wrestling.
Exactly.
Go in one piece, come out one piece.
Matt Vandergriff. He's Defy official, man. Thank you and
Thank you.
welcome. And
Thank you so
hopefully we'll see you around sometime soon.
Hopefully, come back and do it again.
Defy!